Hello, my YouTube fans. Sasani, how are you? I hope you're well. It's been a while since I've filmed, but here we are. It's another day. Today is on a Thursday night. I'm filming this on a Thursday night, but I'll upload this tomorrow on Friday, because Friday is a special day. The 30th of June is a special day in my life. It's a day where my life took a different turn. It took a new leaf. I got a new title, and it's one of the days that I really celebrate. And most of those days, they've not found me with that special person, but I always celebrate it in a way. And I'm so thankful to God, because manze, now we have grown. So I want to give you a story of a little bit of backstory of what really happened for this day to be a special day for me. So, story time. Let's see, I want to make this short because I need to sleep as well. So, I was 17 back then. I think in 2008, 2008, and I realized I'm pregnant. No, 2007. Yes. I was in Form 3 and I realized I'm pregnant. I didn't even know, but I was so naive. I never even knew I was pregnant. Now, this is another thing I would love to say. It's good to talk to your kids and just tell them as they grow, or as they age, or as they get to their teenage. Just tell them the outcome of these things. So now it's story time. So I'll take you guys back in 2007. 2007, I was in Form 3. So this little girl in Form 3 in some school somewhere in Oldaya, Nyeri. I was in a boarding school. It was a government boarding school. It was a nice school. It was a girls' school. It was a girls' mixed school, but the girls were boarders, but the boys weren't boarders, but we used to mix in class. So in Form 3, I realized I'm pregnant. And I don't even know that I'm pregnant. So one of my friends, I come home and all my clothes are not fitting after like 3 months. If I used to have a very slim waist, so if I'm trying to funga my trousers, or zip my jeans or my skirts or anything, it wasn't fitting my waist, and I'm like, what's happening? So I go to my best friend then. Her name was Sally. If she watches this, she knows. And I told her, man, I don't know what's happening to me. My clothes are not fitting me anymore, and not everywhere. It's only my stomach, my belly. And she was like, hey, alikuwa amejanjaruka kiasi. So she told me, and I told her I haven't received my periods. And then, no, she asked me if I have. I said no. Yani, for me, it wasn't even a red flag that I haven't even seen that. So she told me if I have money, we go and buy a kit, and she even knew how to test it. So she tested it we tested it with her, and it was positive. I'm not even panicking, but she is panicking because she knows what's happening. And I'm like, okay. So she says, what are you going to do? I said, I can't tell my mom, I can't tell anyone. So we just keep quiet. And I did not tell anyone about this thing. So I stayed with it. The holidays are almost over. I'm silent. I'm not telling my mom. I'm not saying anything. But I had cravings for mandazis. In Zimmerman, where we used to stay, we used to have these people who are selling mandazis in this. Wanakuja mapema like 6 a.m. and then they'll make those mandazis, and you can go there and buy fiber for breakfast. So we used to buy that for breakfast. We used to stay in Zima. Hey, I will eat like 3. So kumbe my mom had noticed that this is not normal. Before I wouldn't eat even 2 because nilikuwa na feel vibaya on normal days. So my mom started noticing if there was an extra mandazi, I'm the one who's eating it. So, but she didn't have any information of what's happening, so she opted not to ask. Anyway, I gathered the courage and I informed my mom, and it was chaotic, you know. It was just crazy with my dad and everything. So it was just chaotic, you know. It's a disappointment everywhere. My dad, well, my mom also was disappointed, but she never showed me that she is. But I knew she was, but she was just trying to be strong for me. And that's why really I adore that woman. I will do anything for my mom. I will do just anything to see her okay, to see that she's just fine. I will do anything. Sometimes I try my best, but my everything to some people might not mean so much, or they might see like I'm not doing too much. But trust me, I'll do anything to see that woman fine, because she really stood by me those days. Manze, I don't know if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I would have done then. You know, she really went through a lot because of that situation, that I have a child at a very early age, I haven't completed school. It was crazy. It was just crazy. But God saw me through together with my mom. She was so supportive. Yani, it's crazy. So time went by, and months after months, I went back to school. By the way, my principal was good enough to allow me to school. I went there for a couple of months, and then, you know, as a first-time mom, and I was also a child, let's say I was a child, it wasn't easy. So I came back home and I stayed home for a couple of months, and then now we're in Form 4 already. So my mom booked for me exams in OTC, Salvation. I mean, in OTC there's a St. Peter's Clavers. There's a school there for adult school. So I used to go there for school, for classes, when I was pregnant, until even when I gave birth. Yeah, you'll go for the classes that you have. It's not a full day school, but for me, I used to go for a full day. But the times I don't have class, I'll just stay there and study in another class like that. And then we booked my exam there, my Form 4 exam there. So when the exam was being done in 2008, we did it. We sat for the exam in Salvation Army, just next to St. Peter's Clavers. But now the gate of Salvation Army faces OTC. So that's where I did my Form 4 exam. And hey, it wasn't easy, you know. I was breastfeeding, I was and yet God saw me through. And here we are. Now we have a big boy, and God has seen me through. I have raised that child with the help of my family. It has not been easy. And man, now we're talking about a young man. A young man, manze. My son will be 16 tomorrow. 16! I feel joy, I'm emotional, I feel like crying, I feel like laughing, I feel so happy. I just don't know. Like today, I've seated today the whole day and just thinking, what really can I tell God? What really can I tell God? Because haijakuwa rahisi, it's not been easy. I have not been there physically for that child, because I had to work and be able to cater for my child's school, his basic needs, na sijui ingekuaje. So tomorrow is really a special day for me. Every 30th of June is a special day for me, because my son celebrates his birthday. And we have there's another thing. So when I gave birth to my son, for me, I gave birth to my son on mi ukumbuka, mi uona ka ilikuwa saa 6 usiku. You see, ilikuwa 29 tukiruka saa 6. But it had not turned to saa 6. So me, I usually feel like it's 29th. But the doctors wrote it at 30. And I even asked them, why did you write it at 30? They said it was 12 a.m. But for me, I got my child at 11 something. But anyway, so we have chose to celebrate it on 30th, because that's what It was written in his notification. And anyway, if it's 30th or 29, it's fine. It's this month. And I'm so grateful to God. So I have decided to make this video to just tell you guys that manze, God names, so you can make it. If you just believe in God, you can make it. And if you have the right support system. It was not easy. I will not tell you it was easy. I went and told my parents I'm pregnant. Ilikuwa mteremko. Kwanza for my dad. It wasn't. Me and my dad, we never saw each other face to face for 9 months. 9 months. Yeah, he was upset. He was upset. And for the people who know my dad, mnajua anaweza kuwa fire. He was then, now not really, but then he was a very tough. He was very what? But I used to pray to God every day, anipe mtoto Charlie, so that I can see what my dad will say after. But we passed all that, and it passed, and here we are right now. Tomorrow we're celebrating 16 years. 16 years. Hey, yani hata siamini, man. If you're here and you know me back then, you know my story, you know all that. Yani, you've seen Ethan grow. He's Ethan, by the way. The people who have not met him, his name is Ethan. When I go back home, I'll do some videos with him so you guys can see him, the ones who don't know him. It's I don't know. I cannot explain the way I feel. But God is great. God is great. It has not been easy. Kumpeleka shule, amemaliza high school. No, he finished his primary school. Now he's in high school. He attained grades that he got himself a school. His marks got him a school. Hatukutafuta shule. Yani imekuwa tu mteremko. It has been like this with God. When he was doing his class 8, I was asking myself, what? Then I see parents, they usually go to start tamaking and looking for a school. And I used to tell God, yani, me, God, I am not there. I am not there to tamak to find a school for this child. Hey, so just help this child. Because me, I'm not there. So, and I also told him, yani, just work hard and find a school for yourself. Kwa sababu, who's going to tamak for you? See, God, the Charlie got himself a school, and it's not a bad school. It's a good school. It's a government good school. That's where he is right now. He's in Form 1, almost going to Form 2. One more time and going to Form 2. Yani, hey, siamini. I have a 16-year-old. God knows. So God is big. God is big and great and good. And what I just want to say this evening is just trust in God. I am not advocating for early pregnancy, no. But if it happens to your child, or if it happens to you, if you're watching, or mostly if it happens to your child, it's good to support them. Because if my mom did not support me, really, I don't know if I would even have finished my school immediately. Maybe I would have stayed home for a year or two, and then maybe later on go back to school. Or who knows, maybe even I wouldn't have gone back to school. But my mom really supported me. She was there for me. She was there for me. And since then, I put my life down for her, yani, and my son. And we are here. So as we celebrate my son's birthday today, yani, when I upload this video tomorrow, I just want you guys to know that God can do it. There is nothing hard for God. If he has decided that ni wewe, it is you. Because me, even I don't know how sometimes I used to get the school fees for my son. The school he was in wasn't a very cheap school. But I made it through. I made it through. Even some people used to say, imagine at our home place, they used to say maybe I would not make it. So many comments. But me, I don't take those negative comments. Because you will always end mbali. You cannot move on. And today, I just want to tell God thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful to God, and I know He's going to give us more years to come. So tomorrow is just a very, very special day, or rather I would say today, because you guys will see this video tomorrow, so I'll say today. So today, the 30th, is a very, very special day for me, and it will always remain special. It's a day that I just want to tell God thank you, because this far He has brought me and my son and my family. Haijakuwa rahisi, but we are here and we are doing 17. Imagine 16. Even some people don't really believe that I have a 16-year-old. Some people say it's a lie. It is not a lie. It is true. A 16-year-old boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, God name. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that story, and for you guys also to celebrate with me tomorrow, because it's special for me. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to this channel and follow me, follow this channel, subscribe to it, like, share, tell your friends, at least to share. So 1,000, that's what to say, 1,000 subscribers. And I want to leave you with this word. If it's a quote I read somewhere, I can't remember who said that, but I want to say, if you understand God, if you have you have had an encounter with God, or if you understand God, you're going to wait differently. You will wait differently, because this journey has not been easy for me. Or even, let me just talk about me, or even my son as well, because also my son has been affected one way or another, me not being there physically, but my family has been there. We always talk on phone, there's that bond. You want to be with your son up face to face. It's not been available because I have to work, but I believe he understands. But tutadu nini. So we are here. So I want you guys to know, if you understand your God, you will wait for your God in a different way, just differently. You will be patient and wait differently for God to manifest in your life, because having a 16-year-old is not a joke. Yani si bahati. I didn't just sleep and wake up and ako hapo. No, it's been a lot, and tunashukuru God. So ni siku kubwa. Na wale wote, I want to wish any June baby, whether you're old or you have a child or your mother or anyone, I wish everyone who's watching this and is a June baby a happy birthday, and may God bless you, and may He just see you through in everything that you do. So bye guys, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Nawapenda.